Welcome to the Weekly Digest.
We're standing. We're
standing. We're getting our exercise on.
Yeah.
We are your anchors, Alexo and Ileo.
And we are time travelers. We're Alex and Ilee's ancient ancestors.
Even though we look very similar, that's just how the male and female lines run in our different families.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Like exact copies.
It's kind of like Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
Yeah.
What did they eat in ancient civilizations?
Garlic.
And now, the Weekly.
And grinders, hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwich, sloppy dough, sloppy dough, sloppy dough, come on, sloppy dough, you know, sloppy dough.
Kimmy isn't here today, so you guys get to deal with me. Recent studies have shown that about 48% of soda fountains in fast food restaurants contain harmful bacteria like coliform bacteria and E. coli as well. French fries have enough additives in them to preserve them for 3 whole years. Up until 2014, Subway outlets made use of a azurocarbonide. I know how to say that word. In their bread. This chemical is also found in yoga mats. Silicon dioxide is found in spicy fast food such as buffalo wings and chili. And if you didn't know, silicon dioxide is also known as sand. Yeah, there's sand in your spicy fast food. Cherry pits and apple seeds are toxic and discharge cyanide that can be lethal if you eat enough. So, don't eat those. Thanks, and see you in a while, I guess. I don't know.
Ancient civilizations are not new. They're actually the exact opposite of new.
They're very old, but
What's your name?
Jaden.
Where did you come from?
Texas.
How do you like South so far?
I like it a lot. It's probably one of the best schools I've been to.
What is something everyone should know about you?
I'm really obsessed with a lot of animals.
What are your hobbies?
Gaming and studying animals.
Thank you.
what ancient civilizations had pets?
Only ancient Egyptians did. They had cats.
Welcome back to Creature Feature. This is Dave, and he likes to be outside. Make sure to submit to Creature Feature using the e-letters email.
How many taps until your pet gets mad?
If you want to learn about ancient civilizations, go to Miss Boyer. She will talk your ear off about it, but you will enjoy it, okay? You're gonna enjoy it. You better.
I'm ripping my ear off.
The people in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Say, who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day.
What is your name?
I'm Mr. Durr.
What do you teach and where are you located at South?
I teach 6th grade math and science. I'm in the 300 hall downstairs, room 308.
What ancient civilization do you find most interesting?
Probably the ancient Egyptians.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Thank you for letting me interview you today.
You're welcome.
Name 35 ancient civilizations.
Ancient Babylonia, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Rome, ancient England, ancient China, ancient Mongolia, ancient Japan.
Welcome back to 35 Essentials. Today we are talking about Essential 22.
Be sure to clean up after yourselves after you eat.
See how the duck picked up after himself when he ate? This is how Essential 22 is shown. Did you know that the Romans would flood the Colosseum for a boat battle?
Did the Babylonians award anyone superstar student?
So our students worked on a project basically from the beginning of September until now. They picked a topic, researched it, wrote a paper on it. They decided their experiment and they performed their experiment at home, or if it had bacteria or something, they did it at school. After performing their experiment, they made a science fair board and then they presented that board to the judges and talked about their experiment, and the judges asked them questions, and then that's how we came up with the winners. As of right now, I'm taking 16 projects to Missouri Southern at the end of the month, and I can't wait to see how they do.
Okay, so we bought the board a little later, right? Yeah.
Very, very late.
And then he came over and we got it all set up. We didn't glue anything, except for like a couple titles. They were crooked, but you know, it worked out in the end. So then I realized that we didn't have much time left, so I just glued what we had planned all the rest of the way after he left, and then basically our board was done.
We tested the bacteria level in a dog's mouth versus a human's mouth. The process was we took petri dishes and we took swabs and swabbed people's mouths and humans' mouth and rubbed it on a guard petri dish, and then we stuck it in an incubator for 7 days and we tracked the bacteria growth.
So our experiment was which ball traveled the farthest, and we did this. We threw a football, a basketball, a 4-square ball, a golf ball, and a baseball, and we had our friends throw it as well, and then we took our data and the baseball went the farthest.
So the way we made our board was we got together one night and we had a bunch of construction paper and we had our paper written, and so we printed out our paper and then we cut them into very, very cut well squares, and then we glued them very precisely. None of them were at an angle at all.
Definitely not.
And then we just made an amazing board.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you think they high-fived in ancient times?
Yeah, but you have to think they had plagues, so they
had to
probably,
keep
they're probably like
They had to keep the plagues. They had to keep the plagues
yeah,
at bay.
they were probably like that.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Hi, welcome back. Today's principal high five is for Miss Allison.
Yeah. So Miss Allison, secretary up in the front office, just oh my gosh, the amount of work that she gets done, and I mean she's always there taking care of business, super kind when she interacts with parents and kids, and she takes care of all of us in the building with the things that we need, and
just all around rock star.
yeah, I mean I could do like the principal's 10 minutes and still not get all of the great things that she does for the school and all of us here at South. So thank you, Miss Allison. Here we go, high five.
Did they have fine arts in ancient Greece?
They had the Olympics.
How did you decide what to put on your project?
I kind of just had a full-on thought process of what I kind of wanted. Like, it wasn't really much of a thought process. I just like, okay, I want this, this, and this because it shows more of who I am as a person and stuff.
What would you do differently if you could do it again?
Color palettes of background. There's certain parts where it's way too bright, or I could have done a different design and stuff. Also fix some of those flowers.
How did you decide what to put on the project?
For the project, we had to put 10 things that represented us as a person on it. And for me, I chose different video games I liked or different hobbies. I even put a character on the art project. So just anything that represents you as a person.
And what does your art mean to you?
It just represents me, so as a person, it represents what I like to do and what I enjoy doing, obviously. It just represents me as a whole, basically.
What was your favorite part about the art project?
I think it was planning out the details.
What does your artwork represent?
It represents, well, technically represents me, but it also represents all the things that I've done.
Do you remember when you were a young child in ancient Mesopotamia?
Dang right I do.
In ancient times, entertainment was a lot different, as proven by Season 2, Episode 7 of the Weekly Digest.
Action!
Can't get it to work.
Sounds like something Scooby-Doo would say.
Microphone!
We shall never surrender.
What kind of sports did they play in ancient times?
Well, the Greeks had the Olympics, so they had wrestling, javelin throwing, gladiators. Some places did like bullfighting. They had chariot races.
Me too.
Welcome back to Dollar Tree Do Perfect.
This week is about getting your grades up for softball and track.
Third quarter's ending, and you don't want bad grades. I was gonna say like something else, but we redo that.
Oh my god.
Let's run that bag.
Run that bag. I was gonna say you don't want to get your.
Alright. Shut up. Alright, so you want to keep your grades up for softball and track. If you don't keep your grades up, you won't be able to play.
You gotta have good grades for ending third quarter, or it'll be bad.
That's enough for this segment. We're Dollar Tree Do Perfect, and we'll see you next week. Have a good day.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications.
Please don't. Yeah. Maybe the only gay one. I want to get
Sisters. Yeah, Eagle.
Was Confucius as wise as Stat?
Definitely not.
Hello! We're talking about ancient civilizations. One of my favorite stories from the past is about the battle at Troy in Greece and the Trojan horse that the Trojan army brought in and surprised their opponents. I hope you get to read it sometime.
South Middle School, our theme this week is ancient civilizations, and that got me thinking, what if in the future we are the ancient civilization that people are studying? What sort of artifacts would they find? What sort of fossils? Could you imagine Mr. Morgan's hair fossilized? Think about it.
Can you even make a meme out of ancient Babylonia?
Probably not. I've tried.
In North Africa, head to Cairo, the fertile delta of the Nile. That's where our families had their dynasties. Now we're all mummies, uniting the law and up for Egyptians. We ruled government and led our religion, and for our spirits they built pyramids where polytheists read the hieroglyphs. Give me a double crown and I'll rule you. Thinking since I was 9 years old. Do damn Tutankhamun. I'm Pharaoh Tutankhamun. I'm Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Don't let Akhenaten control you. Just pray to the gods that you're used to. Yeah, I'm Tutankhamun. I'm Pharaoh Tutankhamun.
If Neryl was from an ancient civilization, which one would she be from?
Sparta. 100%. I can just see her out there. She was part of the last 300.
Mohenjo-daro. Yeah.
I was told by Eiley Brandstetter that I was too short and needed to stand. So here you go, Eiley.
I love looking up to you. Here we are.
In ancient civilizations. And do you know what they did a lot in ancient civilizations? They worked really, really hard. So Neryl is here to talk to you about working hard.
Yes, they survived by going out there with their hands and working very, very hard. I mean, think of the pyramids. Come on. So that's the only thing that's never ever changed from that time period to this time period. You still have to work hard to accomplish anything, to get anywhere, to make a quality of life that you want to live. You have to physically, mentally work hard. That means for you guys, doing your homework. Don't let it fall behind, because you know what happens when you let it fall behind? That increases your anxiety and that increases your stress, and then it seems overwhelming. Don't.
So we'll see you next week, and remember, stay on top of your homework.
Deuces.
Bye!
Peace out. Alright. What is a book that was written in ancient Egypt?
The Book of the Dead.
Books. Bookity books. 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 Bookity books. 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 Bookity books. 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 Books.
The book I choose was FNAF from Five Nights at Freddy's Fetch, Fazbear Frights Fetch, and basically this book is about. And basically this book is the second book in the Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear Frights series. Okay, and basically there are 3 stories in each Five Nights at Freddy's book, and the first one is about Fetch, him, the dog, the animatronic dog itself on the cover. Basically this kid named Greg, gets and goes in the abandoned. He finds Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and they find it with his friends, and they find this animatronic. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he activates it, and when he activates it, the thing turns on, and when the rest of that story, Fetch does a bunch of things.
What's your favorite ancient civilization?
Greek. I had like a whole entire thing on ancient Greece.
I love Greg.
I'm probably Peters.
My favorite is probably the Incas. Pyramids of Giza.
Mentally prepared for this place.
She started it.
Mr. Barnett.
Rome for...
Greece and Rome.
Yeah,
because,
Greece and Rome.
Okay, so Greece for the culture and religion and stuff, and then Rome for the architecture.
Yeah.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
My favorite ancient civilization was the Aztecs, because they kind of like helped build some of the like native culture that we have.
Mine is Jamon. It's Japanese.
My favorite one would probably be
the Romans, because they were pretty, like, impressive.
Ancient Japan.
This week, oh shoot, that's not a chair back thingamajig. This week's theme was ancient civilizations.
Yep. And so our time machine, you know, the one that we used to get back to the 60s or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we fixed it and we're gonna use it again. So here it is. Ready? Turn it on.
Okay. This is so weird. Now that we're in ancient civilizations, I think we should be in Athens. I think we are in Athens, actually. What do you think?
Those are pyramids. Those are pyramids.
No. Wrong. We are not in Athens. We are in, whatchamacallit, Egypt.
She got it, guys.
Let's go. We're
and
in Egypt.
you know who else who got it? This guy.
This guy.
Or girl.
Or gal.
Or your mom. Oh, and the only way that that guy or girl or gal or your mom could have guessed correctly is if they submit it
to this wonderful email.
It's been around since the dawn of time.
And
or at least last week.
And my other finger. And my other finger.
Oh,
my other finger.
Whoa! Whoa! Ah!
Oh gosh.
Is that a confetti dinosaur?
What?
Run! 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 And the air hornosaurus!
Yes, I love air horns, but don't get eaten by dinosaurs.
Do you know why the Egyptians built the pyramids? It's because of Teddy, obviously.
Obviously.
I thought you'd be able to figure that out with the context clues by now, but
yeah,
obviously it was Teddy. Gosh dang.
Teddy.
Hi, it's the end of the digest, the end of the Mouth of South. We are your ancient anchors, Leo and Alex. So, events. We have events coming up. Those events mean like the quarter ended today. So we hope you got those grades up just like we told you to. If not, we're disappointed. Parent-teacher conferences are the 16th and the 17th of this month from 4 o'clock to 7:30. And there's no school on the 18th for the beginning of spring break. Woo! Spring break! Yeah. Anyway, that's that. It's the end of the digest. We gotta get home.
Yeah, we gotta get home. So let's just morph real quick.
And have a good weekend and get good.
So yeah, Alex and Eiley, can we like real quick have the teleportation device back?
All right, guys.
Okay,
bye.
it's over there. Hold on, let me grab it. Okay, you ready, Eiley? Eileo, you ready?
I am.
And
One tip when you are now or older. If you smoke, lungs, cancer, decaying lungs, ashes,